Hi drummers, hope you're well. Right, shout out to Colin, Mark and Liya, who are all working on this tune, which is Ziggy Stardust from Rockschool, the Rockschool version, although it's pretty much the same as the original version. And this is a big drum fill that happens, bar 16 and bar 36. Goes like this. So... Now, people hit this fill a lot when they're working on their grade 6 and they get a bit confused by it, quite honestly, and I can totally see why. I think this is a classic one of those ones that's a bit simpler than it first seems, but it does take a little bit of breaking apart. Often people ask, how do I count this and how do I stick it and all that kind of stuff? Well, on the face of it, this is a 16th note drum fill with little short 30-second note bursts in there. That's all it is, man. So 16th notes, if you played a whole bar of them, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 30-second notes, same count, but you play twice the rate. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So in that example, the right stick plays 16th notes, 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a, and your left stick plays all your offbeat 30-second notes, if you like. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. I'll do that more slowly. 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So it's based on that. The other thing to say about this, by the way, is of course you don't have to count it. If you can hear that it goes... you can play that, cool, if you're away. But if you want to count it, also cool. So it's based on 16th notes. Now, the big thing with this is, often people, when they suggest a count to me for this, they say, is it 1E and a 2? Man, let's just, for the sake of it, like everybody watching, I know everyone's at different levels, and that's totally cool. But let's take it right back to basics for a second. 1, 2, 3, and 4, those numbers, right? They are the basic beats in the bar. They're the quarter notes. Now, on this drum fill, it starts on beat 3. Hopefully you can see that. So I'll put the bar on screen here that this has this fill in it. It goes 1 and 2 and. That first half of the bar is drum groove, right? The drum fill then starts on beat 3. Hopefully you can see that. There's no way this drum fill, the first note would be 1. 1 is the beginning of the bar, right? Just to be super clear. So when we talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, we're talking about the basic quarter note or crotchet beat pulse running through the music. The time signature here is 4/4. That means there are 4 quarter notes in each bar, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. So this fill definitely starts on beat 3. The basic count for the 16ths would be 3E and a 4E and a. So if you just played it on the snare drum. So basic core version, 1 and 2 and 3E and a 4E and a. Which if you just played that, you'd probably play as a single stroke roll, wouldn't you? Now here we're going to go, I'll play it all on the snare drum. Again, 1 and 2 and 3E and a 4E and... Again, I know it goes around the kit a bit. That's the bar 36 version anyway from Rockschool Grade 6. But here we're just playing it on the snare drum at first. So you're going to count 3E and a 4E and a. Now you can see some of those 16th notes are simply doubled up, as in you play twice as many in the same amount of time, or a burst, to make 30-second notes, right? Or semi-quavers are doubled up to make demi-semi-quavers. So the first one is on the E of beat 3, isn't it? As you go 1 and 2 and 3E and a, hopefully you can see the E here is doubled up, isn't it? So 1 and 2 and 3E and a. But da 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 da. 3E and a. Now sticking, people often say, I think people often have this idea that when you do a burst, it should be double strokes, as in like right, right, left, left. Definitely not in this case for me. And actually, dudes, people who ask me this question, people email me this exact question, read the notes in the book. It says to play it as single strokes in the book, right? So read your notes, performance notes about these pieces. If you're doing Rockschool or Trinity, please read the notes because it's gold. It tells you what to flipping do, man. People are confused about things that are literally written in the book and spend ages like wrestling with these ideas, but it's written there, man. Please read the notes, dudes. So you've got 3E and a, 3 E and Now the thing with playing double strokes is, and it says exactly this in the book, it's a bit lighter, and that could be great, I think, if you're playing in the sort of jazz or maybe funk sort of mold. That can be really, really good. So my little general rule, and the Rock School book seems to agree with me here, is that when you're doubling up the rate of notes and you want it to have a sort of light, funky, maybe jazzier, just generally a bit of a lighter feel, double strokes could be really good. But here, I mean, this is rock, isn't it? This is definitely a piece of rock music, right? And the rule for me is, if you're playing rock, single strokes, unless there's some really good reason not to, single strokes is the one. Just heavier, it's more direct, it's more forceful. So for me, and this is literally what they tell you to do in the book for Rockschool Grade 6, is single strokes here. In fact, what they suggest doing is playing right stick on all the 16th notes and then adding in the left stick when it's time to play the extra little note to make 30-second notes. That's a good way of doing it. It doesn't have to be like that, but that's one suggested way that I think is really cool. So if you play 3 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and and you're going to play the E as single strokes, right, left. 3 E and 1 and 2 and 3 E and You could play right, left as well. That'd be fine. It really doesn't matter, man. As long as it sounds good and solid and like rock in style, I'd say that's all cool. But let's go with 3 E and You see this? So 1 and 2 and 3 E and So I'm playing 3 E and on the E, sneaky little left stick, 3 E and is coming in to make that 3 E and On beat 4, the bursted notes are the beat 4 itself, and then the and of beat 4. 4 E and So effectively, ba 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 ba, right? Motorbike, motorbike. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. So again, sticking doesn't have to be that, but that's a really cool idea, I think, just playing all the 16ths with your right stick, 3 E and 4 E and just adding in the left when you need that extra little burst, which is the E of beat 3, beat 4, and the and of beat 4. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and Very cool. So in the verse, that's the version at bar 16. In the Rockschool version, which on the original happens at 1 minute 10, it's all on the snare drum. And then the same rhythm happens exactly again at 2 minutes 9 on the original, bar 36 in the Rockschool version. And this just moves around the kit a little bit. So it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3. And there we're following that exact same sticking pattern. Your right stick is playing the 16ths. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2. I'll go slower. 3 and 4 and whole thing. And 2 and. Okay, I'll play the whole 2-bar phrase now. Here it comes. I'll go slower. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Here it comes and. Last time, bar 36 now. 3 E and 4 E and I will go one time again, even more slowly. And 2 and 3 E and 4 E and if you want to count it. Like I say, you can just hear the thing. That works fine as well. And the round the kit version. But because it's a rock thing, I think their single strokes is a really good choice. You might make it sound good with doubles, and cool, good luck to you. It does say specifically in the book here, if you're doing the rock school version, not to do that, to go with the singles, just because of the rock thing. And I think that's right, I agree. So like I say, shout out to Colin, Mark and Liya and everyone else looking at that one. Of course, this was on the original, played by the amazing Mick Woodmansey, who I met actually on a gig, of all places, at the Church of Scientology a few years ago. I'm not a Scientologist, but I was doing a gig there quite randomly, and I was like, it turns out our band was supporting his band, and he was a really lovely bloke, chatted for ages. And they were called the 3D Project. It was like a drum thing. It was really, really cool. Really amazing bloke, with, needless to say, lots of good stories about those days. I'd love to chat to him some more one time. That'd be great. And yeah, so thanks for watching as always. Really appreciate it. Lots of people hit that moment in that song, whether they're doing the Rock School version, the grade 6 version, or the original. And it's actually pretty much exactly the same part. I think the verse is edited down slightly for Rock School. That's all. Otherwise, it's exactly the same. And they always ask, like, how do I stick this? How do I count it? I reckon right stick on the 16th notes with the left stick coming in, making single strokes for the 30 seconds is a really good way to do it. So right, left, right, left, right, left, right. Perfect. And man, with your counting, just always go back to basics. Like, I think people get so confused with counting, they just forget to miss out the early steps. Like 1, 2, 3, 4. They're the beats of the bar, right? So this fill starts on beat 3. 1 and 2 and. Obviously, the groove bit is the first half of the bar. That's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Like I say, thanks for watching. Shout out to those guys. Thanks as ever for supporting this channel. Please like, share and subscribe if you found these videos useful, helpful, or feel positive about them, and you're in a position to and would like to, please consider supporting this channel. Thanks a million to all the amazing people who have done that, by the way. I appreciate it no end. People buying me a coffee, or people who become a channel member of this channel. Again, if you found this channel useful and you're in a position to and would like to, please consider supporting it by becoming a channel member. As a channel member, you get a whole load of things in return for your ongoing support, which is which are a complimentary Zoom session, complimentary practice plan, which is updated for you as you progress, notation and practice alongs, which I'll do just now for this one, for all the tutorial videos that I put up, breakdowns of the drum covers, access to future Zoom or face-to-face sessions if you want them. And like I say, you'd be supporting this channel and helping it grow, and it's an incredible thing because it just allows me to do more and more with this channel. So I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thanks a million. Any questions about that or anything else, give us a shout, and see you soon.